Hello, YouTubers. It's Magnificent Milton, back with another episode of the Boost Mobile Saga. As you probably know me from the Samsung Transform Ultra. I tried to bring out all the features possible on the phone. If you have any technical questions, you can leave them on my YouTube page. If I can answer them, I'll give the best suggestion possible. Well, here I have, and I actually got sucked into buying the LG Marquee. It is definitely a upgrade from the Samsung Transform Ultra. Mine is charging right now, so I'm going to compare the two. So in this video, I'll go over a description, basically typical things I did with the Transform Ultra. I can say this phone right here, actually, before I get into all the specs, let me get out of this. It is very, very, very fast and actually responsive to the touch. It's if I were to compare it, is it the iPhone? No, obviously it's not. But the 720p, I believe that the resolution is phenomenal. Before anybody asks the question, the case, well, you can find the LG Marquee case pretty much everywhere because it came out for Sprint, I think, last year. So they have the case at Best Buy. And people, I don't know if they know this or not, but I got the screen cover, if you can see it on there. The plastic screen cover is from Droid. Believe it or not, Droid's length is almost the same as the LG Marquee. So if you buy the screen cover for the Droid or Droid 2, whatever, it basically just slaps right on. So it fits perfect. It's also good for viewing the Sling player, which I have set up. So right now, if I were to go to, I'm going to turn this on. If I go to my Sling player, which is right there, so I'm going to go to it and face it this way. Yeah, it's getting there. As you know, and as everybody knows, I always use the 3G. I never use Wi-Fi because I want you and everybody else to know the performance of the phone based off the 3G towers as opposed to just Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is kind of like cheating. So let me get into, let's see. This is the video on demand feature, and I am on the wrong slide right now. I wanted to hit OK, and it should take me, it's loading up right now. Basically, what's displayed here is displayed on my TV. So I'll go over the whole Sling player. I'm not going to get too much into the detail with it, but as you can see, you can hear it. It's pretty fast. It's real nice. And again, that's 3G. That's not nothing modified, nothing with Wi-Fi, anything like that. It's again, it's a great phone, and it has the 2 megapixel front-facing camera on the front, and also the 5 megapixel camera on the back. It takes great pictures. I'll take a couple of pictures on this first video, and I'll take a couple of videos too, video captures. And you can actually manipulate the front-facing camera to work at night. So as well as I guess the back camera has a flash. Has flash on the back to compensate for at night. The front-facing camera also has that option to enhance what's around you. So that's a pretty cool feature. Another thing I can say, the difference between the LG Marquee and the Samsung Transform Ultra, obviously the keyboard is missing, which I ultimately loved about the Samsung Transform Ultra. Even though this phone does not have it, it definitely is very, very, very fast. I mean, if you need to text, of course you can go this way. To me personally, it's definitely not the same, but it's definitely responsive. If I do the mouse, it I don't know if you can see it, but it did right. Again, it's very fast. I can say that you're actually getting more internal space. If I go to the storage of my phone, and it'll bring up at the bottom, it'll bring up the amount of internal space. I believe the Samsung Transform Ultra had 900 Don't quote me on this, but it was close to something where 980 megabytes of internal memory. Well, this phone has 2.6 gigabytes. So a lot of people say, oh, well, you can use an external SD card, and I guess enhance the performance of your phone, but not all applications are transferable. They're not what they call SD. So they can't just transfer from, when you download it from the Android app, a lot of them you can't transfer from the phone to the card. So you want as much space on the internal memory as possible for your phone. I have a 16 gig card, SD card on my phone that I use with this. It did not come with this phone. It comes with your standard 2G SD card. But of course, I do a lot of music, I watch a lot of videos, and so yeah, I need all the space possible. So again, I'm going to take a couple pictures, do a couple videos. Another thing I want to point out also with the LG Marquee is the speed as far as the internet. I've hooked up, as you know, with the Samsung Transform Ultra. Most smart Android phones, you are able to plug the data cord up to your computer and use internet as if you were browsing on your phone. It's an amazing thing. It's pretty cool. It's called USB tethering. However, I will say the speed on this is a lot faster than the Samsung Transform Ultra. I know. And also, I will say, also got to admit, as far as multitasking on this phone, Samsung Transform Ultra, again, it's good. It is not a bad phone, but this phone right here is just bad ASS. It's nice. Let's see what else I can point out here. Oh, I also talked to my friend Sin, who was also featured on the other video that we did, which was called the Samsung Transform Ultra versus the iPhone 4S, and we were basically doing the whole Tango. I think we did Tango with the Wi-Fi service, without the Wi-Fi service. We were trying to do Skype, but that never got up, so we'll try to do it with the LG Marquee. I will say that even video conferencing, Wi-Fi, 3G, obviously you know the difference, but on this phone, it's actually a lot better. We tried it out briefly, and we're going to do it again. We're going to compare the iPhone 4S to this phone, and you will notice that this phone actually, in length, the monitor itself, bigger than the iPhone 4S. The display, not as detailed as the iPhone 4S, but it definitely comes close. I mean, 720p in any smartphone is pretty good. So I can say, if you're going to upgrade to the LG Marquee, go ahead. If you have the money. If you're a first-time user and you want to get this phone, I recommend it. If you have the Samsung Transform Ultra and you don't really want to upgrade, you don't have to. But this phone is definitely, it has its advantages as far as speeds. And again, I think I did a download speed test, an upload speed test, and I got at least 1 meg down and up to 0.5 up, which is a significant difference from the Samsung Transform Ultra, in which I got 0.5 down, and I think it was like 0.13 up. So it's actually, you know what? Let me do this. Let me just go on, and I'm going to go to the web. If I can find here we go. So I'm gonna go on my browser, and I think I was on. Oh, I did my taxes. We're not gonna go to that page just yet. Let's go to. It does also come with Flash, by the way, people. It comes standard Flash. I believe Flash Player 11. It comes with. I just did my taxes, so I pretty much set. Let me just get out of here. I want to go to. I want to do that. Actually, I do. Let's go to Boost Mobile's website. And again, I stress that I am using 3G and I am not using Wi-Fi. Where I am is pretty much good signal, but again, most of the places I go to, this phone does justice. It holds the signal really well. And even in bad areas, you still have enough of a connection to stream video, or so if you're going to YouTube, you pretty much have a good amount of speed. Let me just go to Boost Mobile and just show you how fast it pretty much loads up. So that's not Boost Mobile. That's Google.com. I guess I hit the wrong thing. Hold on. Let's try that again. Try Boost. It's kind of hard to do it when you're actually. There you go. So boostmobile.com. I'm going to that page because you can actually see if I'm holding it the right way, which I think I am. You'll be able to see the flash player. So it's loading. It actually loaded, but I couldn't tell because of how I have placed the phone. There you go. And of course, what's featured on the front page, if you can see it, yes, it's the LG Marquee. And just to let you know that it does have a flash player, 45, 40 shrinkage program. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So let me cut this short very fast, and I'm going to bring my Samsung Transform Ultra, compare the size, and etc., etc. But before I go, the unboxing. I don't do the unboxing. I think it's pretty much pointless. But for those who are curious to know what comes with the the LG Marquee, excuse me, it does come with your data cord. It comes with your standard SD card. It doesn't come with a case. Doesn't come with a screen cover. You have to go buy that separately. Be right back. Let me look at the Samsung Transform Ultra, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so here's the Samsung Transform Ultra, and here is the LG Marquee. Now, again, you'll notice the screen size. They look, obviously one's bigger than the other. I'm trying to show this and point this out. It's a little bit wider than the Samsung Transform Ultra. While this doesn't look as clear, again, it's because I have the case on. But again, once you get the phone, this doesn't have a case on it. But once you get the phone, you'll notice that the LG Marquee is what I'm speaking of. Once you get the phone, you'll see the clarity difference between the Samsung Transform Ultra and the LG Marquee. One thing that this phone has, Samsung Transform Ultra, that the LG Marquee does not, that was kind of annoying, was the notification light. And basically, for those who don't know, if somebody sends you a text message or leaves you a voicemail, and you'll see the flashing light on here, you will not see it on here. So that's one minor flaw with the LG Marquee, but at the same time, you can't have everything. It's always something missing, and I guarantee the next phone they come out with will be something where it's going to be more megapixels in the camera, a notification light is included. It'll be something like the new Droid with a sliding keyboard. I can actually see Boost Mobile doing something like that in like 4 months or 5 months, which will piss me off because I got this phone. But it's alright though. It's alright. I don't get typically every phone that it comes out on Boost Mobile, and it's the high-end phones. I usually, if it's something I think is worth trying, I'll get it. If it's something that Boost Mobile comes out with is twice as better than this, it's going to be kind of hard actually to top this. This is actually the top-notch phone of Boost Mobile's, I'd say, tenure. So it's a pretty good smartphone. And again, it cost me about, it says it's $279.99, but because I live in wherever state you think I'm from, it cost about $303 altogether. That was shipping. I did next day delivery, and it came out to that price. So, one good thing about the LG Marquee is that it does feature, I don't know if you can see it, a sliding USB case. So dust and debris and all that stuff doesn't get in there. It's pretty cool because I typically, I'm the type of person, I sometimes do not take care of phones, and it's a pretty good feature. It's a pretty good feature. It's a lifesaver. So again, I'll go through some slides, we'll go through some pictures, some videos. We'll try the Tango with the iPhone 4S. That'll be a separate video. I'll go over the speed tests of the phone, the performance, everything else, and LG Marquee. What can I say? Pretty good phone. Pretty good phone. If you have the money, go get it. It's Bill Nicholson signing off. Have a nice one. Alright, so let me test the front. This is the front facing camera. The video portion. You can see me. It's pretty good. I mean, for a 2 megapixel front facing camera, what more can you ask for? Buddy. 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 Him is sleeping. Oh, sorry. You go say hi to YouTube? Big guy. You go say... Oh, hurting his eyes. He's tired. I'll leave him alone.